When I have children and they ask me to tell them a story, something that actually happened to me, I'll end up telling them one of my favorites. I won't tell them about making the soccer team, or being the editor of my high school's newspaper, or falling in love for the first time. Sure, they're all great memories, but they don't top my list. I won't tell them about camping up at the beach, or how crazy my Sunday school class was, or how I grew to love my favorite book. They're close, sure, but not close enough. So when they ask me about what else could possibly top any of the above listed activities, I'll just smile and say music class with JD.
Mr. John Dutton, you have been the backbone of the Fort Frances High School music program for almost 3 decades. You have built an organization of prop builders, costume makers, fundraisers, and supporters that under your leadership has provided thousands of students with the opportunity to develop an appreciation of music, to perform inside and outside the classroom, and to represent our school and community across this country and around the world. Over a decade ago, during the planning of the new Fort Frances High School, you were one of the visionaries responsible for changing the cafetorium concept proposed by the Ministry of Education into the beautiful, talented theatre we have today. John, you undoubtedly will receive many gifts and accolades as we honor your career and celebrate your retirement over the next couple of weeks. I don't have anything to physically hand to you tonight, but Jillian, Britta, and I do have a gift. You, me, and many of the students here know this school like the back of our hands. When a person enters the school, there are a number of large silver-lettered signs in various places. They identify administration, guidance, the Alice Morrison Wadersky Library, the Muskie Mart, and also welcome visitors to our school in 3 different languages in the atrium. It is our honor, on behalf of the Rainy River District School Board, to let you know that letters have been ordered for another sign. You know, John's my friend, so this is getting a little tough. As you proceed south along the cafeteria hallway, which I know you've done thousands of times, 20 of them without a cup of coffee, just before you get to room 115, there is a large area of wall just below the skylight. As soon as they arrive, letters will be placed on that wall, which will identify room 115, 116, and 117 as the John Dutton Music Wing. It is a hope.
I'll start by apologizing because I said like 90 minutes, and in 29 years I've learned lots of things, but I haven't learned how to say no very well. And I know you're missing house, so am I. This is sort of, I mean, it's been an incredible year this year, and this last month as this sort of draws closer, it's been a bit of a roller coaster for me, just emotionally, and it will be unforgettable. I've had the privilege of working with a lot of great people over the last 29 years, a lot of great staff, thousands of wonderful students, and I don't know if I've taught them anything, but maybe the meaning of hard work and to get involved in things. And I hope that if there's something that I've taught them above all else, it's learn to set your own bar and set it high. And I think this group here tonight and the groups for many years in the past have done that, but especially this group. But there are people that are going on besides me that are going on to university this year, and I like to recognize them. I mean, I'd like to recognize all the band members, but especially the ones that are going off to university. We have a unique situation. We have 3 people going into aviation. We have 3 people going into music. We have people that are heading for medicine. We have people heading out into great careers and will have great years ahead of them. And they have been exceptional here, and there's no doubt in my mind they'll be exceptional as adults and in their careers. There's so many people that I would really like to thank, and I'm not going to name names because if I do, I'll just get myself in trouble. But a lot of people have asked me what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to come to work on September 2nd. But a lot of people have also said, you're not replaceable, and I got to tell you, all the things that we have done here, all the great shows we've been part of, it's a we. It's not a me. It's a we. There is a mechanism in place of teachers and parents and students that are coming in year after year that want these things to happen, and I'm just one of the worker bees, honestly. But okay, what was my idea sometimes? But I'm really honored. Believe it or not, I'll know it wasn't a very well-kept secret. If it hadn't been for, sorry Ashley, if it hadn't been for my daughter mentioning she heard it on the radio, I had no idea that I didn't know they named rooms after people that were still alive. So I'm thankful, very thankful that they named this after me. I'm also very thankful that I'm still alive to see it. What I can promise you is I won't be sort of standing in front doing this, but I'm not going anywhere. We've made this our home. Our children grew up here. We love Fort Francis and District, and we're staying. So, if the occasion arises that they're looking for somebody who can build sets or whatever, then I will certainly throw my hat in and help out in whatever way I can. But I want to thank all you. I want to thank all of you. I'm amazed that they not only sang that song Unforgettable, they sang it in harmony. They sang it well. And they sang the right lyrics most of the time. They didn't even forget those. Did you notice tonight I almost said let instead of will? I always thought that song was called Let the Circle Be Unbroken, which I guess doesn't make a lot of sense. But, so I keep singing let, and they keep going, will, let, will. Anyway, I'm going to let you go home because you can still catch the last half hour of House if you want to. Again, thank everybody here for coming and bearing with a really long concert. I hope you enjoyed it. I know there were more good notes than bad ones, and that's always a good sign. So, thank you, everybody.